All right, howdy, folks. Hope you all have the good Sabbath thus far. I didn't feel like getting to this case yesterday. I saw it, but I didn't get a chance to talk about it until today. So I'm pretty sure y'all heard about it. Maybe some of you didn't. But the Pied Piper, R. Kelly, has been sentenced in Chicago court for child pornography. Okay, the 20 years. I didn't even know this case was going on because I was telling people this was back in November, that he got the 30 years in New York, okay, um, for doing what he did, okay, seducing young children allegedly. Now it's 20 years for the child pornography case in Chicago, okay, in Illinois State federal court, which is a different district, something like I think 11 to 13 districts, federal districts. So whole different case. So I don't know the logistics of this, but from news reports, he's supposed to serve 228 months consecutively, okay? One after another, and then 12 months outside of that sentence, which will make him eligible for parole if he's still living right around 80, okay? So I just think that unfair, but just hear me out. I know some of you guys are asking about, guys getting killing people, cops killing people and going home. People like Harvey Weinstein or Jerry Lee Jones, Jerry Lee Lewis, marrying a young lady, a young girl at 13 years old. Yeah, I know it. I get it. Why R. Kelly? Well, it's because he's behind enemy lines. Let's just face it, okay? And I'm pretty sure he pissed off the wrong person. Okay, I think that the industry is crumbling. I believe that some of your previous so-called alpha males, I believe that hegemony is being somewhat deteriorated or is declining. Okay, in every facet, be it the military, Fortune 500 companies, entertainment, sports. Okay, combination of those variables. So I just think that they want to show him or show people what he's facing. But, he one of them folks. R. Kelly, one of them folks. And I think that he's going to beat this case probably with time served. That he's pretty much going to get stripped down to nothing by the time he gets out. All right? Because let me tell you something about courts. Okay? Yeah, the system may work at times and all that. Okay? Because it's got to have like a equal opportunity type angle. But courts, that they're big business. Okay? And either they do two things, they're going to do two things for you. You get caught up doing something, okay? Well, if they can't tax you in the free world or in the civilian world, they're going to throw you in jail if you do something wrong, okay? Or give you a fine, penalty, or again, they'll have you in doing a prison sentence, and they're going to work it out of you that way. Because here in America, well, after the 13th or 14th Amendment, everybody's a stock tip, okay? And that's just the cold, cruel reality of things, okay? R. Kelly's a stock tip, but R. Kelly just happened to have money. I believe he has about $150 million in royalties. So I'm thinking he's going to have to buy his freedom. So between that, paying off the judges and lawyers and that and stuff like that, sending restitution to those families. Okay, that he's going to have to get all that up. You know, he's going to have to buy his freedom. Where a lot of people, they don't have that. You know, regular people like me and you, unless you know somebody or know somebody that's a good lawyer, you can figure out a way to beat the case. That may not be, you know, the average person may not be, probably won't be as fortunate. Okay, but just even if he does beat the case, ladies and gentlemen, that doesn't mean that it's right. Okay, some of the stuff that he did. Okay, there's conflicting reports that, for example, in the state of Illinois, that he was not a pedophile, but he just liked young women between, like, I think as young as 16. And in Illinois, the youngest, you know, what they call it, without statutory rape, carnal knowledge, is 16 years old. Okay, some ages vary depending on what state. Okay, but one of the thing that got him in trouble, and I made a few articles about this man, was bringing these young girls, having them transported across state lines, which is a federal violation. They call it the Mann Act. Okay, so even if you do beat that case, all right, so that's like 5 years right there for any federal violation. Okay, so plus a lot of other little things that the feds have been tacking, you know, up on this man over the last 30 years, and they wait until this long until he's no longer expendable, and you know they want to put this guy under the bridge. You know, I made a video about a preacher out there in Illinois, did the same thing, was messing around with a 16-year-old girl when she was 16. She's like, I think like 40, 45 now. Okay, the pastor's 65. Nothing happens to him. Well, like I told you. Well, R. Kelly is behind enemy lines. But scroll back on that video. Okay? But even if he does beat the case, y'all, that this is modern times here. Okay? We're not back in the biblical days where you can deal with people with women 14, 15 years old. Okay? So they set those age limits for a reason. And the courts, they did their job. All right, but I just think that he's going to beat that case probably with time served. Okay, and I think it's a distraction with all the stuff that's going on here. Okay, war, stimulus programs are going away. Okay, people are going to have to try to find out a way to make their next dollar. Okay, so they can be able to, you know, to be able to live. All right, they have a decent place. People are going to have to, you know, things like rising real estate and mortgage and bank interest rates and that type of stuff. All right, there's a lot of things that people have to deal with right now, and it is a distraction. But let me know what you think about the video. Thank you for your time. All right, if there's anything that I left out as far as this case, feel free to respectfully, you know, jot it down in the comment box. And thank you for your time.